Hello there, how are you? Lerin Haddock here with another episode of the free game Retrospective here on Bearded Budget Gaming. This week is an older edition from Epic Games. It's an older version of the game I planned to do last week. Now, I don't know whether it was chosen to hop on the love for Clarksons Farm last week, or was it always planned? Published by Giant Software and released in November 2018, it's time to fire up the tractor, plough the fields, and drill the seeds. Time to tootle around Farming Simulator 19. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more content from me here at Bearded Budget Gaming. Okay, so to start, the game looks great. If your system can't run Farming Sim 22, then check whether you pick this one up. Fields, weeds, crops, equipment, and the overall areas look great. I'm not even running it on the highest specs either. Between its details and little bits like the world distorting when viewing through your exhaust, it's got some neat little touches. Gameplay is simple. Run your farm. A bit like with some other games, your end game is your own. Want to have the biggest wheat farm around? Do it. Want to be an animal farmer with chickens, pigs, cows and horses? You can do it. The only thing stopping you is your cash flow. Get yourself a chainsaw and truly become Clarkson, hacking at the trees on your property. With licensed vehicles, you can go for a tractor or truck you're aware of, or just purely to get what you need. They have amazing looking details, both externally and internally, and it does allow you to get quite immersed into the game. That's the thing I've found with simulation games like this, niche simulations. Whether it's the Mud Runner series, train simulators, bus simulators, and things like Euro Truck Simulator, you'll often find time slip by as you're playing. I'll just plough this field.
6.5 hours later.
I'll just sort this delivery.
3:28 a.m.
During all of this, you'll likely be making liberal use of the speed of the game. You know, changing it from real time to up to 120 times speed can really help when waiting for those crops to grow. As more likely truer to real farming compared to Clarksons Farm, I mean, come on, him and Lisa have such a combined wealth away from farming. When you've factored in fertilizer, seeds and weeding, whether you use AI staff or you do it yourself, it all costs money. You're using fuel, fertilizer costs, so do seed bags. You'll sometimes find yourself grinding certain crops or fields to make sure you've got enough stored to make enough money for your next purchase. Sometimes you'll find yourself wondering whether saving up for one thing, a new header for example, is worth it, or whether you could purchase something like a baler or a harvester that allows you to sell straw, which is a byproduct of some of the harvesting. So do you just sell the crops and get a new header? Or do you get something that can earn you a bit more per field, meaning it'll be quicker to get up to that number again once you've purchased it? At the end of the day, it's up to you. The AI helpers are great when it comes to field work. Main reason being, I appear to drive like Clarkson, trying to get under the harvester's pipe, or trying to drive in a straight line while seeding. I swear I can hear Caleb laughing at me as I play. I'll admit to losing time to them doing field work whilst I hacked a tree down with my trusty chainsaw. They do really help when it comes to that work though. They unfortunately can only do the field work. To the point that if you need to pick something up from the shop or sell a crop whilst needing to do work, you'll be the one having to traipse across the map. To offset this, you do have the ability to join multiplayer and farm with others.
Which was nice.
Okay, so something amazing that I found while looking into this game. There's a competitive esport of it. I mean, seriously. With 80,000 euros on the line at FarmCon and 15,000 euros on the line at smaller events. I couldn't believe it. Full teams and stand-ins are available at the website. Maybe you want to get stuck in yourself and bail your way to victory. Who knew I'd be discussing high-octane harvesting, frantic field work, battle baling, farmerly feud. I'll get my coat. The other things I found whilst diving into this game really entertained me. For a start, the modding community is massive. The collections of tools, gameplay tweaks, maps and vehicles is immense, and props to the guys who work on those. Also, Giant seem to have a bit of a sense of humour. Well, on April Fools, before the game was released, they announced a Commodore 64 D-Make for Farming Sim 19. I hear you, but they did it. You know, they actually did it. They made 500 physical copies, mainly ended up with journalists, but it's also purchasable online, so you can give it a try. If you've enjoyed Clarksons Farm and have had a farming itch, this game or the newer version is a must-have. Like I've said, you can essentially be Caleb or Clarkson. Depends on how good your farming talent is, but the positive sides, you don't have the heartbreak that comes with things like Piglet's births in the new series, but like the series, it gives you a window into a world that a lot of people don't really think of, yet provides food for all. At $15.49 on Steam, not on sale, it's not a bad price for multiple hours of relaxing escapism. If, like me, your system won't run Farming Sim 22, this is a more than acceptable replacement. When I finally do get around to upgrading my system, I will likely dive into Farming Sim 22, as I have thoroughly enjoyed my time farming in 19. So, I've been Farmer Lear in Haddock, and I'll catch you all next time.